You guys are series with LA. Not too many people picked you guys to win, even though you guys in Washington were kind of going back and forth with the first and second seed for a while. What do you guys kind of think of that lack of respect to a regard? And then secondly, did you learn anything from that series against LA, or not surprised by how you guys played?
I mean, coming into the playoffs, I think we already had a chip on our shoulders, so I think that just added fuel to the fire. We just wanted to go out there and show that we didn't get the number 2 seed for no reason. We played hard this entire season, so I think that just put a little bit more edge, gave us a little bit more edge going into the playoffs.
How similar is it in the way that you guys play with Washington in contrast to how LA plays, or had you guys had to play Vegas?
Wait, one more time, sorry.
No problem. Like, there's some similarities in the way that you guys play, both you guys in Washington. How is it having to face someone who's kind of similar to you versus, like say you guys had to play Vegas or something where that style's a little bit different?
I mean, there's pros and cons both ways, but I think just how we play similar, I think is just gonna give us that extra edge. Like, we can kind of anticipate what they're gonna do because we're so similar. But I think also it's tougher because then they can do the same. So I think, just going into this, I think it's just gonna be who's ever the more prepared team is gonna pull this out.
All right, for you personally, what was the journey been like from year one to now? Just growing in the league and your time overseas and whatnot. How's it all helped?
I think first coming into the season, my rookie year, it was definitely tough, that transition from college to the pros. Just like getting used to the game, getting used to the flow. But I think playing overseas definitely helps. Last year, I definitely gained a lot of confidence playing overseas, and I think that's gonna help going into the season. Just being able to have played for a championship overseas and like getting the chance to bring that experience here, I think that's just gonna make us all the more better, all the more prepared.
Okay, Washington was obviously missing a piece last year in Emma. Some people outside the league and that don't pay too much attention, don't really value what she brings to the table. How much different are they from you guys' perspective? Played them last year without her and to this year.
She definitely brings a whole nother aspect to their team, and it's definitely going to be tough because she's really good at what she does. And I think if you didn't know her, like haven't watched the game, you wouldn't see that. But I think she definitely brings a whole another element to their team and makes them a great team. But I think we're definitely prepared for that. We played against her before last season, so I think we're ready for that.
Then lastly, the Maryland thing, obviously, so many players, not only from Maryland, but so many ties to the DMV in this series. What does it mean to you? Ask Shatori the same thing. For what that school's done with all you guys, Shatori brought up, not exactly being the most highly touted players, and then you guys are all here in the finals. How do you feel?
I think it just goes to show that Coach B always finds the people that fit the program well, and she does a really good job of her and her staff do a really good job of bringing out the best in you and developing your game so that when you get to the next level that you're ready for whatever that brings, whatever that entails, and that's allowed us to be successful. All of us be successful.